should fix it. Right, so as with every Super Metroid run you're ever going to see, with the exception of one category, we're going to be starting in Ceres Station. Standard procedure, get all the way through Ceres, get to Ridley, just take damage. There's 0 point in fighting him, it takes too much time. When Ridley's dealt enough damage to you, he's just going to disappear. As always, Ceres isn't the be-all and end-all of any race, especially 100%. Also, I seem to have the sync pretty well down here, so yeah, there's only a second between them on my streams. Magnet Stairs wasn't terrible for either of those. Looks like Darko went for the damage beast, but just missed it. But now we've left yet another space station that Samus has set foot on and just decided to just explode. And we move on to planet, I'm going to say Zebes, because I always have. Apparently the correct pronunciation is Zebes. So for the first 7.5, 8 minutes, not a lot's going to be different from your normal any percent run. When you get to Super Missiles, that's where the two routes truly diverge. So they're just going to fall to the bottom of the shaft, just avoiding some platforms, and moving to the first room of the game, which is a little bit dumb. As we can see, Ponk's just fallen into the pits a little bit, but there's a lot of run left, so it's no major deal at this point in time. Both runners now picking up Morph Ball. Get used to that sound. You're going to hear it another 100 times. Okay, so let's see what Darko's going to do in this room. Okay, just shot out and rolled under. Both runners do the same. There's a quicker strat. You can shoot out those two shot blocks and sort of shoot down and down back through. Saves marginal amount of time. It also looks swag. They're now both about to move on to the first, like, I'm going to say, truly technical part of the game, which is going to be the climb. Well, the climb and retro Mother Brain's room as well. No, I've just butchered the name of that room, but it's okay. I know what I meant. You know what I meant. We just see. So it looks like, yeah, Darko's going for the wall jumps at the right hand side, and so's Ponk as well. I had it in my head that one of them is going to be doing ledge grabs all the way up. Ooh. It's always painful when you get hit, fall a little bit, lose a little bit of time, but looks like he's dropping some wall jumps. Darko's through Parlour now, just about to go into Bomb Chorizo. And Ponk is not far behind him at all. Oh, he missed the mock ball going into the Alcatraz hole. That could prove a little bit of a difference. Well, a little bit of a pain, should I say, for Bomb Chorizo on drops. So the idea that what I'm going to do is push Bomb Chorizo into the corner. Just get him to spit some of his balls up into the air, shoot him out, and what you're hoping for is missile drops. Now, Darko didn't get the best luck there at all, so he only got 2 drops out of it. Ponk also, so this is what happens if you enter the room with any health that is below full. Chances are you're just going to get trolled with health drops. You really want the missiles. Okay, so Darko's now going to make his way down into Pink Bryn. Sorry, Green Bryn stuff. So he can start his long journey of item collection for 100%. I think Ponk went into Terminator a little bit slow, which will explain why some of those shots missed. Oh, hello. Right, so Darko missed the mock ball going into the room, which isn't the worst thing in the world. As you see, he picked up the missiles, which means he's not going to have to take a damage boost off the super missile and go all the way back to the right-hand side of the room. So I'm hoping that's what he's going to do. Yeah, okay. Right, so that works pretty well. So yeah, this area's got 4 extra items in it, whereas normally you just go in and pick up super missiles and leave. Let's see if Ponk gets that damage boost back across. Yep. Now Dark hasn't got to worry about the return mock ball, so he's just going to go straight up now, whereas Ponk's going to need to. Ooh, Darko dropped a couple of wall jumps there, but again, there's a lot of run left, so it's not the be all and end all. A little bit too slow for that door. He's not going to make it, so he's just going to skip it up completely and go top boy. Or Foos won't be happy. Darko didn't do the door fix transition. So you notice the set of missiles there at charge beam. Darko's skipped it up, opting to get them later, which isn't a bad idea. You're going to lay a power bomb there later to clear out the bomb blocks, and there's nothing you can really do whilst you're waiting for it to explode. So you might as well grab the missiles in the meantime. Right, so let's see if Darko gets a swag strap. It's like to me it looks a little bit like he dropped his thumb off of right for a second, just Just an observation, just where Samus just stopped moving. So Darko's now going to pick up Spazer. Spazer's a good weapon to have anyway. Because it'll one-shot a lot of the enemy that he's got in North there, so he hasn't got to worry too much about firing missiles off at everything. Of course, curse of me, I say one-shots a lot of things. That's a lie. It'll one-shot the Novas. Now you're still going to have to fire off 2 shots or a charge shot at the cack attacks to kill them. Opting to just fire off 1 super there. Maybe he doesn't know the triple shot entry method. But now Ponk has also got Spazer. And Darko's now moving into the area of Deep Throat. His ammo's good. 6 and 5, yeah, he's fine. Right, let's see which method he's going to use for the quick kill. So he's morphed at Kraid. That's just to reduce a bit of lag. Ooh. Oh, okay, he missed it. So he was going to do the 4 super method. He fired the super off a little bit too early, so all he has to do is get 1 missile into Kraid's mouth and 2 supers, and that's Kraid done. Alright, now Ponk's moving into the room. Let's see how Ponk does. Oh, it's like Ponk gets fast Kraid as well. Or... he misses as well. Both of them are just that slight bit too early with their super missiles. So Ponk's just got to fire 2 supers in. I wonder if he knows that. Again, with 100%, you should have quite a lot of ammunition by this point. So missing the Kraid kill if you're not going for PB runs isn't that bad. As I said before, get used to that fanfare sound because you're going to be hearing it a lot. Right, so this is where I get to find out which route they're doing. I can imagine both runners are going to be getting grapple beam early. I can't see either of these two going for the ice clip method. So Darko just showed perfectly why Spazer is boss in 100%. Don't have to worry about firing a charge shot to kill that Nova. All you've got to do is just fire off the Spazer. Well, I think he accidentally switched away from supers and went to missiles, but that's okay. Oh, Ponk just slightly too slow there for getting that Nova so he could unlock the door. Now he's just going to have to wait a few seconds before he can escape this room. Sam is taking a little acid bath, just so she can pick up those missiles. Okay, now Punk's killed that Nova, he can escape. Otherwise the door gets greyed out, it's a bit of a pain. So Punk's clear. Oh, Darko. Oh, I apologise. Darko is now clear of Bubble Mountain. Seems to have trolled a couple of players recently. Some nice super drops there from Ponk. Darko jumped just a slight bit too early to grab those missiles. Okay, so now he's got a speed booster, things really start to pick up. There are so many cool speed booster strats that are in 100%. Just see how many of them get implemented. Okay, so what Ponk just did there on Bubble Mountain was a pretty cool strat. So doing that mid-air morph, he kept his upward momentum, so he didn't have to worry about when that cack attack decided to turn into a machine gun, him getting knocked back down. Both their super count and missile counts looking pretty decent as well. Looks like Darko's deciding to save some of those supers. He's got 4. He can, if he's going to go down to Craig, he would have been fine to just open that door with a super, because he's going to be picking up a super drop anyway from that cack attack. Wow. Okay, I just had massive stream delay, and it comes back to the acid catching up with Ponk. What's that? Okay, yeah, so Darko is going to be getting grapple beam now, as I sort of anticipated. Yeah, the only other time I've seen what Ponk did before was during a power run. There's a strange thing on the slope in power where it feels like you just sort of run into it and you just stop dead. And the first time I did it, it really confused me and I drowned in lava. Right, so this mini boss Croc, you're sort of at the mercy of what he does here. So if you're doing him late, you've got plasma, so the amount of damage it does, he just goes into a spaz fit and continually walks backwards. All you want to do is pump missiles or charge shots into his mouth. Oh, okay, so it looks like Darko doesn't want to do the wraparound shot. So if he had have held a charge shot, angled up and shot underneath that energy tank, it would have opened the door on the far side of the room, and you would have been able to have shine spark through it. Ponk is also going for early grapple, which I'll be perfectly honest, I'd say this is the reason Desi came up with the quote-unquote racing route. You haven't got to worry too much about losing a ton of time to the ice clip or death in wreck ship. Okay, so another thing as well worth noting to Crocomire, every time he'll walk backwards, every time he claws before he opens his mouth, he's going to shoot out some of those little orange fireballs. Best scenario is what's happening now, where he's walking back and his mouth's just opening straight away. Okay, so Ponk did the wraparound shot. Darko looks like he's not too familiar with the grapple strap for the rippers up there, so he's gonna get the missile pack now. Okay. Yeah, there we go. That's the preferred strap for this room during this route. So now Darko's cleared this area up. He's only got a couple of items that he's going to grab that are in his way. Well, I say a couple. One. There's one missile pack that he's going to grab on the way out of here. Now he's going to make his way back to the red tower. So Ponk got the fastest strat to grapple beam there. Gets blue suit, spin jumps up, mock balls in, shoots the door open and mock balls into the room. It looks like he's going to be going for the first of what I hope to be. He misses. But the idea he had there, he was going to grapple off of the first guy with swing up, which brings him parallel with the second guy, and then grapple beam from him to the missile pack there. Okay, Darko having a little bit of trouble here. He's breaking spin by the looks of things. But he's up. He's okay. There's really not much separating these two guys at the moment. This was probably the worst time for me to look at chat, because I knew as soon as I mentioned any word that begins with P, L Minister would appear with a pear pump. And lo and behold, there it is. So Darko's actually making a pretty good time at the moment. So it looks like he's either going to be doing the hero shot or the behemoth climb in red tower. Now we'll see what Ponk does. We'll see if Ponk decides to pick up ice just to make red tower and a couple of other areas easy for him, or if he's going to skip it completely. He's doing a little bit of farming there, just to bring his health back up. Okay, so Darko decided to go for the hero shot. Which is perfectly fine. However, goes straight into Hellway. Boom. Straight into a vital plume. So yeah, let's pay attention to Ponk to see what he does. Ponk also is skipping up ice, so he's going to be doing the same or similar at red tower. So Darko's picked up the first set of power bombs you usually pick up in any percent. And for people that didn't know, there is a missile pack hidden behind them. Okay, his health and ammo count's really good. Okay, it looked like he was going to do the strat that Zost came up with for the second power bomb room, where you sort of stutter going into the room, but it just saves on some leg, and you lose a tiny bit of health. But they've gone quad first. They've got the extra energy tank. God, that's a pretty cool strat that Ponk just used there. So it doesn't look like he was that confident with either doing the hero shot or like the behemoth method. But he has got power bombs. So if you do climb up to the top there, do a mid-air morph and lay a power bomb, it's not only going to take out the rippers that are in your way, but it's also going to take out the shot block at the top. Oh, damage me straight into that vile bloom in the floor. And Darko's just entering the wreck ship. This is in 100%. This is really the only area that you can die. Well, that's sort of a lie. You can die anywhere. But both of these guys have done quite a few runs now, so I'm pretty positive they'll be fine. It's just your health's going to be a little bit low after Fantoon, and you've also got to sort of manage your health as well in such a way that when you go to the gauntlet after the wreck ship, you want to have enough without having to refill at the ship, or ideally not going into the pools menu and using any energy you've got in reserve if you have any energy in reserve. Right, Darko's just about to take on Casper the Unfriendly Ghost. I'm not sure why he's got... Oh, okay, so it looks like he's going to be using missiles on Fantoon. Oh, I completely lost count of how many missiles. But it looked like he got a good first round. Ponk using the best weapon in the game. I'm not saying the best item, the best weapon. Best item is Spring Ball. The best item will always be Spring Ball. Oh, he swung just a little bit too low. I'm pretty sure all Fantoon's going to take would have been a missile and a super. Now, oh, he's done it again. The easy fix that he could be here would just be extending the grapple beam just a little bit. There we go, he's across. So what he's going to want to do now is shine spark to the wreck ship. So now Ponk is just entering the wreck ship and Darko has Fantoon down. Don't really want to take too much damage from those phantoms. So they're deceptive with the amount of health they take away from you if they hit you. Oh, like the old strat that Ponk's doing there, laying a power bomb to clear that out. You've got as many power bombs as God in 100%, so you're pretty fine. Darko laid the power bomb there just a little bit too far to the left, hence why that first shot blocked it and knocked out. Okay, it looks like Ponk wants to do X Factors. But okay, so he's using an older strat. I like it. Using the pulse buffer there for the X Factor. Oh, he's playing to my heart, he really is. I love these old strats. Meanwhile, Darko is now entering the wreck ship energy tank. So this is the part where it's going to be a lot quicker than doing the ice pick route, because both runners have got grapple, so they haven't got to worry about doing an obnoxious bomb jump or doing the. Okay, that was a little bit concerning, but yeah, they haven't. Neither have got to worry about doing the bomb jump. Both of them can just use the grapple blocks and get straight across. And now Darko's got fire. Ponk's energy is also pretty decent going into this next part of the game. Darko slipped, fell into the water. So this is where the only sort of true bit of health management before Torian now. Just making sure you have enough to survive. Well, I say to survive. Enough energy to do the gauntlet spark, get the wreck ship reserve, and also do bowling spark if needed, or if that's your way inclined. If not, enough health to survive the robot flusher and have enough afterwards. So also with moving into the attic, so with any percent you need to kill everything in there before the doors are unlocked. You need to do that this time as well, except you need to come back on yourself, so it's like the first bit of backtracking. Using the shine spike through the attic, that's always fun to see. Oh, Punk's got to be careful here. This is the only true room in the game where he's through. So yeah, the spiky room of death is the only part of any 100% really where death could be a factor. Just jump a little bit, Ponk. There we go. Good job, son. But yeah, so Darko's got to go all the way back through this room. Of course, all the enemies have respawned and they're all dumb. So now I want to see what he's going to do here. I want to see if he's going to shine spark up to this missile or just jump. Looks like he's going for the shine spark. Now, if you start on the right hand side of the screen, just where there's sort of like a floating platform in between the two ground levels, you can do a run and jump at the top of the crest of the hill, and then as you see the location where the missile is, if you just turn slightly right there, you can sort of spin jump all the way up to it. It's really not that difficult, but I think a lot of people see it and imagine it's a lot harder than it is. So it looks like Darko's should be okay. So he's going for bowling spark, which means he's got to wait just ever so slightly after the bowling statue. Okay, I've never thought of that before. So he just laid a power bomb, which hopefully he's cleared out the box, but that might prove a bit of an issue. We'll find out when he gets down there. So the strat that everyone's been employing in here lately has been firing charge shots down through the spikes, and they're going to hit the robots and knock them into holes. It is faster overall, but you're going to lose a lot of health. Right, so it's got the first robot in the hole. So yeah, he's cleared out the power bomb blocks behind that robot, which is good. But I think overall that might have actually been a bit slower. So just looking now at Darko's health, he should be okay for the gauntlet wraparound. Ponk also shine sparking up to that missile pack. So now Darko's got gravity suit. It for the next, let's say 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes or so, is just going to be heavy item collection. After this item collection's finished, he's going to have a lot of super missiles, a lot of regular missiles, and importantly, a lot of health. So it looks like Ponk might actually... no, okay. So Ponk's going to be saving a ton of health here just by using grapple through this part of the room. Or not. I thought he was going to grapple all the way across. I like being pleasantly surprised most of the time. So let's just do some quick mental arithmetic here. So 314. Okay, so what happened there with Darko? If he would have taken the shine spark from the center of the ship, he would have made it up. But because it was slightly to the right, he slammed his face into the cliff. But now health isn't looking too great for that wraparound shot, depending on what he's got in reserve. Yeah, he definitely hasn't got enough now. All we can hope for is that he's got 60 or more health. It looks like he forgot to press down. He also didn't do the wraparound shot. Or am I completely missing things? Going to ship for the refill's not a bad idea. Okay, Ponk can now breathe a little bit easier with gravity suit. That's too high, that shine spark. Or not. Okay, so he could have... what I thought he was going to do was the wraparound from underneath. So you go to the far right of where he shine sparked from. Go to the far wall, and there's a point in the wall where you can angle up, shoot, and do the wraparound from there. Okay, so you really haven't got to worry about, well, Darko hasn't got to worry about health really at all, especially after he's just picked up another E-tank. So Samoth can take some hot acid baths. So if Ponk does the wraparound, he is fine for health. I should really stop saying that because every time I do, 5 health disappears. Okay, Darko is now done with the dumb part of the gauntlet. So if he would have dropped down any other way, he'd have had to do a complete circle back to get one of those missile packs. Okay, this looks good. No! Come on, my son. Deciding to refuel and get some health. That's not a bad idea. We got to remember the gauntlet door is open, so he didn't have to do that shot again. Now you get to see how much time he's going to save over Darko. Darko is still in the lead. There's still a lot of run left. So I apologise, I concentrated too much on Ponk there for a second. But when he gets to this part, I'll explain fully. This is also the room that Darko's in at the moment. Is, in my opinion, worst room in 100%. I couldn't care about dying in wrecked ship. I couldn't care about the spikes. Dumb jump over to the E-tank. That room pains me. Every time I go in there, somewhere a kitten dies. Okay, so Ponk is also through the dumb part of the gauntlet. Right, let's see what Darko's going to do here. Let's see if he does the older strat. Yeah, he's doing the older one. So, oh, maybe not. But I don't think that quick drop's fast enough to get back up through the hole. No. So what he was going to do was do a quick drop through that tile, pick up the missiles, and then jump back up through before the block reformed. But it was just a little bit too slow and a little bit too far to the right as well. So yeah, the super missile that Ponk's just picked up, this where the energy tank is, just to the right of that, is just a hole. So it's there to troll you essentially. And some of the eagle-wide ones out there will notice that that's going to be the same energy tank from that they used in Metroid 1. That same pet ski troll. So Darko did the backdoor entrance to Spore Spawn Supers. Saves you having to fight Spore Spawn. Now, when Ponk gets to it, I'll explain what happens, what's going on. But for now, all Darko's got left to pick up are the missiles that he skipped at charge earlier, and the energy tank that's hidden under charge beam. So yeah, that's what I meant by leaving those missiles till later. You're going to lay a power bomb anyway, so it's just easier and more convenient to pick them up there, because you can't do anything waiting for the power bomb to explode. All right, so let's see what Punk's going to do here. Okay, he didn't even attempt the quick drop, so he's just dropped down. You just bomb that first block out, make your way through. So Darko's going to be doing something cool in a second as well. But in the meantime, let me explain what's going on. So Ponk scrolled the screen ever so slightly just so he could get a super missile through the hole and take out the super missile block that's not blocking his path on the other side. It's a cool little trick. Some people struggle with it a little bit, but like anything really, after a little bit of practice, it just becomes free. But you saw Darko come through to Rolling Hills, and he just missed something. Well, he didn't miss an item, he missed a cool strat. But that's beside the point. So when Darko entered the top of Rolling Hill, he laid a power bomb, which is opening up a door, which he's going to take advantage of. I'm going to say in about 15 minutes or so. So let's see if Darko gets my favourite short charge in the game. It's just like a 4-tap or a stutter 3-tap. There we go. 3. Main Street missiles. I love them. So even though Darko is currently in Meridia, Ponk is still, in the grand scheme of things, not very far behind at all. So this is interesting as well. So the Mama Turtle room that Darko's in, you've got the missile, the energy tank dead center of the screen. That's fine. Now the missile tank buried in the wall, there is no indicator that that is there whatsoever. Sometimes you get like a different coloured tile, but no, not with that. Oh, I beg to differ, Elm. It always looked the same to me. Oh, so Darko's got just a couple of items to pick up here before he moves in, takes on the eel. Oh, that's all I can say Bottoon is. Before moving on to Dragon. The other only real RNG element, boss-wise. Okay, so I'll be interested to see what Ponk does here to get the Main Street missiles. I'm not sure if he's that confident with his short charging. So he might go up to the next ledge and get a shot. Yeah, okay. Right, so the other cool little strat you can do here to get up and into those missiles is charging a Shine Spark right where Ponk has. Again, you don't lose that much time, and it's right there. So Darko should be pausing about now and taking off Spazer. Unless he's just going to slam 10 supers into Bottoon's face. Oh, I love Grapple Beam. Thank you, Ponk. I'm going to go on the record and say Meridia is the worst part of 100%. Okay, decided didn't want to X Factor there. Maybe wasn't a little bit too confident. Then again, it's 100%. You've got more ammo than God. Right, let's see if Darko's going to go for the full halfie or the halfie. Obviously, the full halfie is going to save the most time. The halfie's still going to save you a bit of time. But you do have to do a few wall jumps and things on the second half of the screen. So I went for the halfie. Still valid, still good. Ponk wall jumping past that crab. I love it. Right, I'm going to be interested here to see what strats Darko's going to employ. So we've already seen he wasn't too confident with an X Factor on Bot Swoon. But his short charging is okay, so for sure he's going to be doing a Shine Spark on Dragon. Shine Spark was a little bit higher there. But just got to remember, you've got a lot of ammo as well. So even if you do miss, you can just fire away with supers. Even though firing away with missiles is quicker, supers do more damage. That's Dragon down. However, your super count is now sitting at 0, which could prove a bit of a problem. Now he's got the worst item in the game, which is Space Jump. Dumb mechanic. Sephi speaks truth. So Ponk also deciding supers only is the best way for the Bot Swoon. But it is 100%. So if you aren't confident with your X Factors, you have got the ammo to do it. Of course, hitboxes and Bot Swoon's neck are two things that just don't go together. I think that might be see now. No, this room is just dumb. So if you miss the halfie or the full halfie, it feels painful for yourself. Other runners will feel the pain. We share the pain. So Darko is well and truly on his way to picking up the best item in the game. Not best weapon, best item. I'm also looking forward to see what Ponk's strats are going to be. He's going to Shine Spark. He's got grapple. Could go for some fried shrimp. Bubba Gump would be happy. Forrest Gump would be even more proud. And Sergeant Dan's got no legs. This is also where it's a little bit quicker for grabbing springboard if you're not confident with the ice clip. You've just got that one grapple block and use the dumbest item in the game to space jump up there. Ah, here we go. Let's have ourselves a good old-fashioned cookout. Although it was a little bit too far to the right. So the smart independent shrimp that don't need no man just didn't grab him. I'm really confused as to what's going on with Darko right now. There's a little doggo. Come on. There we go. Another good thing about having grapple beam. Just fry the living hell out of her. Now her babies are going to come in to avenge her in a future installment, which Nintendo won't make. Oh, I love grapple kill. It's very rare these days that you see it outside of a reverse boss order run. But it's also so satisfying to watch. So now Darko's going to finish off his clear up of Meridia. Worst area of the game. Now he's going to pick up something which any percent always needs, which is plasma. I don't care if you think any percent with space is good, you're wrong. And then when he goes down to, on his way to the last sand bit, he's going to pick up the energy tank after bot swing. Okay, now Ponk's picking up the 2 aqueduct items. Oh, it's just a little bit too slow, but that's okay. Hasn't really lost any time. That was Darko I was referring to there with plasma, second best item in the game. Second best weapon, should I say. Third best item overall. So, whilst Ponk is morphing and unmorphing and going through the sand pit, it's speeding it up a little bit, it's sort of pushing him down. He's gone down the wrong sand pit. Okay. Oh, Cactus Alley. Really good when it's done right. That is no offence meant to you, Darko. I apologise if you have taken any. So now Darko's picking up the energy tank. He's now going to make his way to the sand pit that Ponk is in. I think Ponk might have got slightly confused. Yeah, he did. On the plus, that's done. I can't understand why Darko's just killing everything. Oh, he did it last time as well. So yeah, now you get to see how quickly you can grab these two items with Spring Ball, because Spring Ball is baller. Literally, baller. Bouncy baller. If there is any part of 100% I wish that could be sped up, it is the area that Ponk's in now. So yeah, Darko didn't have to worry about doing any like bomb jump or just quick one frame mid-air morphs to get up to those two items. He's also a little bit low for the damage boost coming out, but he's got the dumbest item in the game, space jump, so he can just go through it. So now Darko is going to go back to Kraid because there's a missile pack that he needs to pick up. It's always good when someone kills Shaktal. Thank you, Ponkus. You've just avenged all of us. And there is the missile pack hidden away behind power bomb blocks. Right, so Ponk's plan now is get plasma and then go down the first sand pit. I totally missed whether he picked up the energy tank after Bottoon. I don't think he did. Right, Darko's main prerogative now is get ice, get the missile pack underneath ice, buried in the wall, then get down and fight GT. And it's the only other two bits of the game where if you miss something, you've got to do a massive circle on yourself. So the missile pack right before GT has got like a crumble block bridge. Now you can just space jump across it, or be really safe and springball over the crumble blocks. Of course, GT is not really a fight in this, if you do it correctly, which we are going to see shortly. And I did say 2 parts of the game where you have to do a complete circle. The other one being at Mickey Mouse and Lone Warfare. I'll mention it when he gets there. So yeah, Darko's only got a super count of 5. It's not gonna matter because he's gonna pick up another 5. Oh yeah, that's right. He used to load on Dragon. I completely slipped my mind. So he didn't pick up the energy tank after Bottoon. Right, now he's got that, just needs to go down the first sand pick up the missiles and the power bombs, then make his way into Kraid's lair. Oh, so what Darko's doing here is just obtaining blue suit so he can like space boost through those flames. It's a real pain in the arse just trying to get through there without getting hit by the flames. We also got the cool little clip there into the chorizo's hand, which is going to lower the acid. Now, a cool thing which some people asked questions about during the double anti-bingo tournament was, will the lava lower if you get to that hand without space jump? And the answer is no, you need a terrible item for everything to work. Okay, so yeah, all of the blocks are slightly lower than the rest of it on Darko's screen right now are crumble blocks. And here's Golden Chorizo. Let's see. Your main thing you want to do with GT is force him into a corner like Bomb Chorizo. Then you want to line yourself up with his leading foot, crouched, aim up, and shoot. Now, it's 100%, so you haven't got to worry about dying here. Darko near enough had him in the sweet spot. He was just, I'm going to say, a couple of pixels off. So he's kept a shine spark, or got a shine spark ready from the previous room, so he can just go straight up and through these blocks instead of using screw attack to break them. This is the other beautiful thing about 100% as well. Now you've got screw attack, you don't have to worry. Yeah, that's a new word. Worry about shine sparking through fast pillars. Worst room in the game seems to be living up to its name today, surprisingly. So Darko's going to the only other part of Lower Norfair where if you screw up, you've got to do a complete loop on yourself. So this is Mickey Mouse missiles. It does look like Mickey Mouse's face. So he was a little bit on the side of caution there coming out, and that's because if he would have rolled to the right just a little bit more, they're all crumble blocks. He would have fallen through and had to have gone through most of Lower Norfair again. Well, I say most of Lower Norfair. He had to have gone through Pillars and Worst Room again. This room also becomes just a little bit of a joke when you've got screw attack. There are no such thing as power bombs of shame in 100% as well, because it's 100% you need to pick them up. Okay, Ponk has picked up the ice missiles, no problems at all. Now he's going to be making his way into Lower Norfair. So I got the first Kogo, and missed the second one. Let's see what these Bruce Lee pirates are going to do. So he decided to take them on one at a time instead of grouping them. It's not a big deal. Loses a few seconds. Not many though, but he does go for the spring ball straight in the next room. God, I love spring ball. My guess is Darko is going to use all charge shots on Ridley, seeing as his super count's a bit low. Now, Ponk on the other hand, coming out of GT, he's going to have 20 supers if he doesn't pick up any of the drops. So there's a couple of combinations he could do. He could do 15 charge shots and 10 supers, or any combination which will just murk Ridley. Right. Okay, so Again, he didn't he didn't spin jump, which means he didn't space jump. Now you can see what I mean by that room is a pain in the arse if you don't do it. Even though the flames were pretty nice to him. But Darko's made short work of Ridley. Now he's going to pick up his E-tank of life. Now I think Ponk's going to err a little bit on the side of caution here. So if he immediately rolls, that means he's going to springboard across. But no, he decided to do space jump. Right, so he's safe now. He's fine. He doesn't have to worry about coming back to this room to pick up a set of missiles that he missed. Again, what you're watching for here is just GT to get pushed back into the corner. And there we go. Ponk's got the sweet spot. So all the time Ponk's there, crouched in that position. GT cannot hit him. Again, screw attack just makes this entire area trivial now. Right, so he's killed this Nahime because he wants to go and pick up the affectionately called Firefly E-tank. It was just a little bit slow there. I saw exactly what he wanted to do. So what he wanted to do was pick up the E-tank and break spin jump, so he could have taken a little damage boost back across. Punk's now in the worst room of the game, making very short work of it. He's doing it a lot quicker than what Darko did. Darko decided to go for a right side climb, which for the life of me makes no sense. So as long as Ponk doesn't roll too far to the right coming out of Mickey Mouse here, he's going to be fine. There's that crumble block I was on about. So if he'd have hit that, he would have fallen all the way down and had to do pillars and worst room all over again. I'm going to say at this point, Darko's got, I'm going to say, about a 7-minute lead. But the rest of it is just all item collection now. See, with those key hunters gone, the lag just completely vanishes from that room. God, I love screw attack. So, Darko now, he's just got to finish off getting his last couple of items in Norfair, and he's going to go and get X-Ray, which is just really pointless in this. Ponk struggling with the K, guys. Okay. So he's taken on both of these metal pirates on their own as well. Okay, so looking at Ponk's ammo, there are a couple of quick ways that he can do Ridley, but I don't think he's going to do it. Yeah, he's already holding the charge. He could surprise me though. Just finish Ridley off with supers. Seen a lot of strats from Ponk that I haven't seen in years, so it wouldn't surprise me. I'd be pleasantly surprised. Darko's now just got one more item to pick up in Norfair before this area is clear. So another cool thing about Screw Attack as well, you haven't got to worry about accidentally space jumping into Ridley's body, because you'll just phase straight through it. You won't do any damage, but at the same time, you won't get any damage yourself. It's just his tail seems to be immune to everything. But that is Ridley dealt with. Right, so Darko's whole prerogative now is to get X-Ray, then after X-Ray he's going to go back through Retro Brinstar, clear that out, make his way to G4 and Torian. Ponk's got a lot of catching up to do. Best case scenario for Ponk is if Darko manages to soft lock during stand-up glitch. Oh, Ponk. I thought he was... so there's a cool little strat you can do there, where you can go through the bottom of the spikes and eject yourself on top of the platform. Again, it's not a massive time save, but it makes me really happy when people do it. The infamous I don't use item cancel, so looks like he's going to be switching through his items a lot. Both players at the moment have got more health than God, so they haven't got to worry about just a random enemy turning up and just killing them now. Okay, so if Ponk would have broken spin jump just a little bit earlier, he would have got that damage boost back across. Just by like hitting up or one of the shoulder buttons. If he uses shoulder buttons, would have done that, no problems at all. But the power bomb that Darko laid earlier has opened the door that he's just going through now. Okay, so is Ponk going to use a power bomb on these blocks? Yeah. So this maze that he's going through is really easy to navigate. You just hold jump and right whilst you've got a springboard equipped. Using grapple beam to open the door. This man's after my heart. So Darko decided to lay the power bomb right next to that, and you saw him like bump his head and struggle a couple of times to get up the single pipe. If he'd have laid it, there's a reference that I use on the ceiling. So there's a massive part of the ceiling that juts out, just like a single square. If you lay the power bomb in the middle of that square or to the right of it, it will clear out just enough power bomb blocks where you can go straight up the shaft without having to worry about like precise jump up there. Yeah, Darko's keeping his lead pretty well at the moment. I'm not sure if he knows how far ahead he actually is. So At this point, Ponk's still got to pick up 3 items in Norfair before picking up X-Ray and then moving on to Retro Brinstar. Okay. I'm not sure why Darko's paused, but he has. Maybe let me check IRC and if they're talking to each other, see if he's paused to wait for Ponk to catch up with him. That'd be funny if he has. Nope. Pee break? Coffee break? Gone for a cigarette. Answering the front door. Hang on a sec, I'm just going to the pub. No, that's an exclusive to me. How dare real life get in the way of video games? But this, yeah, this is good for Ponk. So all the time, Darko's going to be sitting there on the pool screen. Ponk's just catching up. So now Darko's only got 2 items to pick up. He's got Super Missile Pack and a Missile Pack. Super Missile Pack's coming up now. Yeah, I'm going to agree with Feezer and just say pause buffer for Shine Sparks. He shot his load too early. He's not very confident with his short charge there. Otherwise, wow, he's been struggling with his Shine Sparks for a lot of this game. So yeah, Darko's only got to pick up a Missile Pack now, and that's 100% for him. Ponk's got a fair bit of collection to do. Right then. That's the last item for Darko. Now Ponk's really got a whole ass to get everything finished up. I think at the pace that Ponk's currently going on, I think his current PB is like a 148. I'm positive that he's going to beat that today. Right, so Darko is at Golden 4. Time is at 124. I'm going to say he's going to get a 130, 130 or 32, possibly. But my guess for Torian is not always very good. But all joking aside, Ponk is he's not very far away from finishing himself. So he's picked up that energy tank. Now, that single square that you see that looks really out of place on its own to the left of the energy tank, that's where you want to lay that power bomb so it doesn't break all of those ones there. He's having a bit of trouble breaking out of that bomb block at the top. So Darko didn't quite get the grouping strat that he wanted to there for the Metroids, but that's fine. Right, so Ponk has got 3 more items to pick up. He's currently sitting at 97%. So let's see what Darko's going to do. So the Metroid skip is quite important for 100%. Mainly due to the amount of health you've got, the time that it's going to take to drain all of that health. If you really wanted to knock his health right down and just get a drain going, it'd be quicker if he just turned off all of his suits. So it would have been a pause, but at the same time, it would have been faster than what's happening right now. I'm not sure why Ponk has got supers equipped. It doesn't look like he feels too confident just doing like standing spin jumps there, or just slight hops to activate screw attack to break through those bomb blocks. So a power bomb is still a valid strat. But yeah, he's now down to 2 items left. Ammo-wise for supers, he's doing a lot better than Darko is at the moment. And he also took it a little bit slower in this room and didn't run into the same problems that Darko did. Darko also not realising that he had missiles equipped. Just a little spin jump. Come on, Darko. There we go, he's through. Zeb skip done. If you fell, you've got that many missiles that if you wanted to, you could just kill the Zebs anyway. It's slower, but no, you haven't got to worry about ammunition from this point on. So he's damaging himself down now. The reason he's going to do that is for the stand-up glitch, which he's going to do when Mother Brain dies at phase 1. Now, I didn't check to see if he'd taken Varia off or if he's going to keep it on. Right. So Ponky's now making his way into Torian. Or he will be making his way into Torian after he's visited the 4 golden statues of your fallen foes. I could have said that a lot more metal, but I didn't. Okay, Darko is far too close. Ah, right, okay. Darko is not doing stand-up. I'm not sure why he's just laying powerbomb after powerbomb. Every time there's a powerbomb explosion on the screen, Mother Brain's not going to be able to hit him with her rainbow beam. And all it's doing now is just buying more time for Ponk. Let's check IRC quickly. No, he hasn't put anything in there about anything. Right. Forever an elusive mystery. Um, you know what, Sethy? I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. He was there about the time that Ponk was doing... Crap, what was Ponk doing? Okay, so Ponk was coming up on Meridia at the time, but he was also in one of my most hated rooms, so I was explaining why I hate it. And how it would be even worse if he had Space Jump, because Space Jump is the spawn of Satan itself. So yeah, if Ponk gets Metroid skip and stand up, this isn't going to be as bad as it looks. Or it's not going to be as far behind as it looks. Oh, he hit the ceiling. Oh, I'm clenching. Give me a lump of coal and I could turn it into a diamond. I think the Metroid's too high. But no, he got it. Good job, son. Good job. Where's he going? You got it. You got it. Just go. Yeah, so I was with my estimate earlier. If there hadn't have been a pause, a powerbomb rave, then yeah, Darko would have finished by now. Okay, Punk's just realised that he can't do the Zeb skip the way he normally does with Screw Attack on, but he's straight through. Let's see what Darko's doing next. Is he going to go and save those little animals? Or is he just going to let them burn in a fiery death? Okay, so Darko has finished with a time of 1:33.39. Now, Darko's just said something in IRC, which Behemoth also said as well on Monday, where he said, I asked, RaceBot seems to be about 10 seconds late. Interesting. Oh no! Oh, Ponk didn't take any damage. Okay, right, he's not going to do stand-up. This just means it's going to take a while. So, Mother Brain's going to rainbow again. Then, there'll be another rainbow coming. Now I think she'll probably fire some onion rings at her. No, another rainbow beam. This is... If he doesn't know how to do it, that's cool, but I thought he would have done what Darko did and just damage himself down to, like, 3 energy tanks. Now Ponk is gonna more than PB here. Now, why is there loads of tiny Japanese girls on Darko's screen? It's worrying me. I'm gonna close this stream. It's too much anime for me. As long as the tentacle doesn't come out of anywhere, we should be okay. So now we just have to wait for this cutscene to play out. Wait for that baby to die. And then Ponk will be on the escape. Oh, please don't say he's changed Samus to some anime child. Right, that dog's moving closer to the screen again. Thankfully, Samus was wearing a swimsuit without a tentacle appearing from anywhere. I have now restored faith in Darko. Oh, that's 100% items confirmed for Darko. Congratulations. Right, so Ponk is now into the escape. I am confident that he is fine for items because he got them all, unless my brain is playing tricks on me, which has been known to happen in the past. I struggled a little bit there with that second room, but that's okay. I believe this is a PB. Better not touch those animals or I'll be having stern words with him. One of them will be, "What are you doing, good sir?" Don't you dare. You stay away from that hole. You... Oh, you tricked me. I am... Oh. Good sir. So... Ponk is going to be... You... What? No! No! Why? Why are you... You not... No! Well, Ponk has finished with an official SRL time of 1:39.55. However, he has not finished in my heart. You had it, Ponk. You had it, and then you just tore it away. My emotions have been toyed with. I am not happy. Now, the first time he did it, okay, yeah, alright. the second time he did it, I just. I don't think he's realised he hasn't stopped the timer, but that's okay. Right, so now we just wait to the end of the credits. It's gonna be 100%. He's fine. He is fine. And now he can't stop the timer. This is a world gone mad. But I'd just like to say congratulations to both of the runners. It's been an entertaining watch. Thanks to Feasible Mythical 2 for giving us the opportunity to stream our races to this channel. Much love for Feasible. Much love for Myth. Your next race today will be as soon as I manage to get this spreadsheet open. Okay, the next race today is at 6 PM Eastern, which is the time I'll be at work, which is 11 PM I think for me, but I'll definitely be at work. It's between M-Chan and Count Creep. It's a 4-way 2v2, so you've got Jake versus In No Rush, and your commentators for that will be the glorious Cephalon and Cross Product. Right, let me jump out of this. Okay, moment of truth. I know it's going to be right. Feasible, I apologise. It'll be on SRL then. Confirmed. Nice job, Ponk. Here's the slow clap for the animals. Right. Thanks a lot, everyone. This is me signing off. I hope to speak to you all soon. Peace out.